Hi, and congratulations on your 2019 Nissan Micra SR. This is a great little vehicle. It's versatile, lots of pep to it, fun to drive, and you can park it just about anywhere. I know that you bought this because you love the vehicle, so let's have a look at what you've got in it. Our infotainment system here is a 7-inch touchscreen display, very easy to set up. I can see across here I've got 12 presets on AM or FM. I've also got USB, Bluetooth, and auxiliary for sources for my audio. So I've got lots of options for music that I want to listen to. Everything's easy to set. And if I want to set a preset, find a station you like, press and hold till you hear that little beep, and then you're all good. I'm going to go into my settings right now. To add a phone, I want to go into connections, and then I'm going to hit add new. From there, I'm going to go into my own phone, into the settings, and then into Bluetooth settings. And then I'm going to look for my car or my Micra. Once you hit that, it's going to pop up with a number. Make sure it matches what's on the screen. Then go ahead and hit pair, and then press allow once or twice, depending on the type of phone that you have, to sync up your address book. That's it. Everything is all good to go. From there, we're going to back out. If I want to change my camera at all, oh, and before we get into the clock here, sorry, if you have an Android phone, don't forget that once you've connected your phone, back out to the main settings, go down to your security settings. Once you're in the security settings, you're going to look for smart lock, and then you're going to add a trusted device. Once you've added the trusted device, it's going to be either my car or my Micra, whichever you just set up. That will keep your phone connected. If you don't do that, as soon as you start to move and your phone locks up, it will disconnect from the vehicle itself. Now in our clock settings here, I'm going to make a slight adjustment here because we are in daylight savings time. However, it is only 10:28, so I'm going to go in and manually adjust this back 1 hour, and press OK, and we're all set. Setting your clock is truly that simple, and once you've got it set, when we hit daylight savings again in the fall where it's dropping back, just turn it off, and your clock goes back, and in the spring, turn it back on, and you're good to go. That's the main things that you're going to want to set on there. If I press my audio button, I get here. If I press the menu, I can see the different sources that I have, as well as my settings screen there. I can also get to connections right from here as well. So I'm going to hit audio and go back. Down below, we have our climate control. Your fan speed is going to be set by this dial. My rear defrost, which activates the heated side mirrors that you have, is right here. This is going to determine where my airflow is going to go. So in the summer, which is what we're approaching right now, I'm going to set this to go to floor and feet. I might want to turn the air conditioning on. My fan does need to be on first. And then you can set your temperature with the dial. And if your air conditioning is on, move this across so that you've got recycled air. That way your car is not working as hard to get you cool. Down below here, we have the emergency brake and our gear shift. Next up, we're going to look at the controls on the steering wheel. On the right side of my steering wheel, I've got my controls for my cruise, so I can turn it on and off by pressing this button. When I do this, I see in green it says cruise. I'm going to turn it back off so that you can see. Once it's on, you can set by tapping down, resume by tapping up if you've hit cancel or the brake. If you need to add speed, just tap up a few times or tap down to decrease your speed. On the left side of the wheel, starting on the bottom, my phone button is going to answer a call or hang up a call. My voice button is going to allow me to make an outbound call. I have my volume buttons here, which are very easy to operate. This makes things nice and easy. My button right here is going to go through my presets on the radio. So if I tap up, I go up through my presets. If I tap down, I go back down through them. My source button is going to change the source of my audio to Bluetooth, then auxiliary, AM, and then back to FM. So I've got full control of everything to do with my audio, all from right here on my steering wheel. Now down below here, because the gas is low in this one, I am flashing. However, I can set my dash brightness with this little dial here. It's going to be very difficult to see anything just because everything is flashing. My left dial here is my odometer, so I've got 87 kilometers on this. If I hit it again, I get a trip odometer, trip B, This is my average fuel economy, which while I'm sitting idling is going to show 30 liters per 100 kilometers. There's my overall average, which is currently reset. And to reset any of these, you're simply going to press and hold on this button and it will reset for you. And then we're going to go back to where we started, and it's got my odometer flashing there along with my fuel. And for my brightness, I can't really set it right now as long as stuff is flashing, but normally I would just push this button in over here and you'd see some dots show up and it would go to the brightness. So it makes it really easy. Oh, sorry, your lights do need to be on for that to work. So I can see it starts going down and then back to full brightness again. So I'm going to turn my lights back off and we're good to go. Your mirrors are over here. So your switch should ideally be set in the middle when you're not doing anything with it. And then whichever side you want to adjust your mirrors on, just move the switch to that side and then move your mirror around here. We've got our window controls right here. It's an auto down, not an auto up, but an auto down on your driver's side window. We've got our locks, and then we've got the childproof lock for the windows. Congratulations again on your 2019 Nissan Micra SR. You're gonna have a ton of fun in this vehicle. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's great on gas. It's very nimble and agile. You can move around very easily. It handles remarkably well and is quite peppy. And as I mentioned earlier, you can park it just about anywhere. I hope you thoroughly enjoy your vehicle. If you still have questions after going through this video, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can call, text, email, or stop in to O'Regan's Nissan at 60 Baker Drive in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. We look forward to working with you when it's time for your next vehicle, and anytime that you're in for your regular service, please pop by and say hello.